short, creepy, and funny videos for y'all. Let's get right into it.
But you never seen that before. It's crazy.
That's good.
But you never.
Here's the creepiest thing about the human mind. If you tell yourself the words, I am sick, even if you're not sick, your body will slowly but surely become sick. This is your subconscious mind. Think of your subconscious mind as a sponge. It literally soaks up anything, and it does not know the difference between right and wrong. That means that every single thing that you see around you on TV, on advertisements, is absorbed in 95% of your brain. If you tell your subconscious, I am rich, over and over and over, your brain will look for opportunities in order to become rich. The more that you think positive affirmations, this quite literally attracts in more of the positive things. What you focus on is what you attract into your life. Here's the creepiest thing about the human mind.
Satan is Saturn. 666, the mark of the beast. On the North Pole of Saturn, you have the cube. Add up all the sides, you get 6.6 triangles, 6 sides. 666. We live in a soul system, not a solar system. We start in the stars and then we incarnate through Saturn. Saturn materializes our soul into the 666 carbon suit. All life forms are based on the bonding properties of carbon. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 666. The body is the beast. The Bible tells you Satan is the god of this world, and he has blinded the minds of those who do not believe. Because when our soul incarnates through these 7 celestial spheres, we forget who we are before this lifetime. The symbol for Saturn is even showing you this. All of the planet symbols are made out of the Holy Trinity, the sun, the moon, and the cross for Earth. The Saturn symbol is the Earth cross and the moon crescent. Earth is matter, moon is mind, sun is soul. The Saturn symbol is showing you Earth over moon, matter over mind, when it should be mind over matter. We incarnate into this world so we can restrict our mind, because in the dimensions of the mind and imagination, we can think and it comes into manifestation instantly. But this plane limits us. Sega Saturn is a game, the Nintendo GameCube. This is why we say think outside the box, because you are not your physical body. And this is the box they're trying to trap us in, the physical dimension. Satan is Saturn. 666.
Yo, y'all gotta see the mitt on this joint, bro. Like, look at the mitt. You can see the whole nose. You can see the mouth and everything. The eye. Yo, ever since last year, people been seeing crazy shit inside the sky, yo. And the stars, the moon, and everything. Look at this shit. Remember the guy that caught the face by the moon?
For a while now. It's very ominous. There he is. There he is.
Bro, that's
There
like
he
the
is.
same thing, bro.
There he is. It's a huge
Look at this. Hey, bro.
They are.
Look at the clouds and everything. This is how you know it's a real video. Keep that shit. I think this year we're gonna experience some shit. Oh my god! Yo, y'all gotta see the mitt on this.
What y'all think? Y'all think that's real, or is that AR? Like AR, don't it? Like AR.
This man was unalived on his birthday after he accused another man of staring at his girlfriend too hard.
No.
February 3rd, 2025, Anthony Souvenir here, aka Big Fetty, his girlfriend and their baby walked into a Walgreens when they noticed another man standing at the register. This man, Jamie Taylor, was there loading money on his Cash App card when the family walked in. Anthony saw him looking, so he yelled out, "Hey bro, you staring at her too fucking hard," which they had words, but it kind of died down. When Anthony walked away from the situation, he thought he overheard Jamie saying something to him, so he responded to it. Jamie tells him like, "Hey bro, I'm not fucking talking to you. I'm on the motherfucking phone actually." But the argument picks up from there. Anthony then tells Jamie like, "Hey bro, I see you got one, I got one too," referring to his weapon that he could see on Jamie's waistband because that's where it was. At that point, Jamie actually put his hand on his weapon, but he didn't aim it at anybody. And when Jamie took his weapon out of his waistband, that's when Anthony started to reach for his bag. That's when Jamie fired the weapon, striking Anthony. And Anthony was able to chase him just for a little bit before he collapsed inside of the Walgreens, and he was later pronounced deceased. Jamie did flee the scene before police got there, but later returned and turned himself in, actually. Jamie is incarcerated and facing a second-degree unalive charge, and he is being held without bond. This man really lost his life on his birthday over nonsense. May he rest in peace. And this is his last post on social media, posted on his birthday with the caption saying, "Life is too short not to smile." Y'all be easy out here.
What? That's crazy, bro. Somebody said his ego got him smoked. Man, hey. Sometimes you just gotta, like, you know? Sometimes you just gotta just chill. Just chill, man. That's crazy. I don't know why people still act like that. Like, come on, man. It's 2025, man. Hang it up.
Maybe I'm tweaking, bro. Maybe I'm tweaking, bro. But tell me this shit don't look like LeBron James, bro. Come on. Maybe I'm tweaking, bro.
Kind of do like LeBron James head, though.
My friend, Anamika, is known as the Raven Lady. They follow her everywhere. They're like paratroopers or something. They're her advanced guards towards anything. And they all go with her everywhere. It's amazing. Amazing. My friend, Anamika.
I had like 8 abortions in total. We listen but we don't judge. I had 2 abortions this year. We listen but we don't judge. FTK.
Listen and don't judge, there's no scripture for that. But open rebuke is better than secret love. Real love is correction, according to the Bible. Listen but we don't judge is a trend on social media, where people say ridiculous, crazy things and they don't expect anyone to respond in a way that's productive, where they can sit with their sin, or they can sit with their trauma, they can sit with their mistakes and not have to deal with the repercussions of it. That is the delusion of this world. Listen, but don't judge me. Let me pour all of my trauma onto you, but just don't say nothing about it. It don't work like that, love.
Somebody said, "Nah, I'm judging." I see it though.
Water is a liquid crystal, and it stores information from its source to its final destination. It never forgets anything that happened to it. And unfortunately, most of what has happened to water is negative. Pollution, negative energies. So we have to do something to erase these bad memories out of the water by various means. You can put your intention into it, like Masaru Emoto says. Put love, compassion into your glass of water and drink it, and it will have changed from a negative to a positive. That's why intentions every day send out loving intentions across the planet. They go out to infinity. Water is a liquid crystal, and it stores information.
Look at this, y'all. If you needed any more proofs of giants living, look at this. The ring fits his whole fist, y'all. He can fit that whole ring on his fist. Do you guys see that? Are you kidding me? 13,000 years ago? Wow. Yes, so the videos of giants that we have been seeing all over TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all that, these are real beings, or were real beings at one point in time. And I'm sure they will be coming back, because if they were here before, you know, there's nothing new under the sun, right? There is nothing new under the sun, so I'm sure they're going to be coming back. And that's the other thing. How do you know it's 13,000 years old? I thought they couldn't carbon date metal. Like, how do you, or whatever material this is composed out of? I'm sure some metal, some type of metal. Like, you know what I'm saying? But look at that. Look at the definition on that. Like, you literally have to be some type of, wow, some smith. I meant to say metalsmith, y'all. But yeah, all this stuff, like the type of jewelry that we have is nothing compared to this. You know, if this was real gold, this would be worth a lot of money. And think about that. If giants used to roam the earth, what kind of jewelry is probably hiding in the Vatican, under the Vatican? Because you know they are hiding this stuff in there, right? Because I don't believe these are just coming out of nowhere. I believe these are artifacts that they're coming out. Age of Aquarius. All right. So yeah, y'all look at that. That's amazing. Giants are real. Let's get it. So yeah, very interesting times.
I got that woman sick.
Hawaii. Southern flights prove
the oldest people in the Americas are in South America. The ones that are that got separated early and didn't mix their DNA, like the people in the Amazon. The next waves came down and did North America and Central America, and the very first wave made it all the way down to South America and got isolated there, and then mixed in with the next groups that came.
That's fascinating.
The oldest people.
Who really runs the economy? Our modern world is built on money, coins, notes, and numbers on a screen. Every month, you work, save, and chase wealth. But why does it never feel like enough? Well, you see, money isn't just currency. It's a system, a game designed to keep you playing, never winning. The crashes, the recessions, the inflation spikes, they don't happen to the economy. They happen by design. But the real question is, who's pulling the strings? And here's where it gets darker. Governments, banks, and billionaires may seem like they're in control, but what if they're just pieces on the board? Some believe an unseen force has shaped economies for centuries, ensuring power remains in the hands of the few. A force that doesn't just control money, but controls us. With all that said, maybe the should be asking ourselves is, who really runs?
When exposed to high heat and pure oxygen, diamonds turn into vapor. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know who created that. That's crazy. Everything we do is spiritual.
Here's some spiritual things that people do every day. Blowing on dice before you roll them is literally charging objects with your energy. Crossing your fingers is wishing for good luck. Knocking on wood is calling on nature spirits to reverse negativity. And making a wish at 11:11 is using the power of numerology. So what makes us draw the line at tarot cards and crystals? Here's some spiritual.
Glen Rose, Texas, they've got a river running through town called the Paluxy River. Back in 1908, the river flooded, ripped off a 2-foot layer of limestone and moved it 20 miles downstream. Underneath was another layer of limestone, so it's no big deal. But that layer underneath had contained hundreds of dinosaur footprints. Roland Bird was in charge of the group of guys digging out the tracks, and he reported there were 15 to 20 inch long, clearly defined human footprints with the dinosaur tracks. One of the best human tracks still had the dermal ridges, like the fingerprints on the toes. You could see them, they were extremely clear for the first few months. We sell castings of one of the human tracks. It's a size 24. The man's stride between steps was about 6 or 7 feet. I would rip my britches every time trying to do that. They sawed one of the tracks across the toes. Looking at it endways, you could see there were depressions where the toes had squeezed the mud down, distorting the lamination lines. These are not carved in, they're not erosion marks, they're compression prints. Quite obviously. This guy said finding dinosaur and human footprints together would counter evidence that humans evolved long after dinosaurs. I agree. And would back up the claim that all species, including man, were created at one time. I agree. It sure would back up that claim. They don't want that claim to get out. In Glen Rose,
Melanin pigment, right, is so unbelievable, George. They use it in computer chips now because it has an ability to transduce electrical energy. Can you imagine this? It has this incredible ability to hold on to and transduce and manipulate electrons, electronic energy, and photons, photonic energy. It's a fascinating molecule. Melanin pigment, right?
They be using us to make technology. That's messed up, man. This is a crazy game they playing, man. Crazy game, crazy world, crazy people. These folks ain't right, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think we talk about Monsters, Inc. enough, because if you think of the premise of this movie, it is actually horrifying. Evil monsters need to traumatize children to harvest their energy to power their city. What could this possibly be a metaphor for? It's interesting, that hormone adrenaline and what it makes in the blood when it is secreted. But the crazy thing is that hormones are considered to be the most powerful substance in the human body. It's responsible for feelings of happiness and achievement. It's also what makes you get up in the morning and have a drive to succeed and take something on. Those are all hormone secretion. The problem is when the entire world is built on a whole bunch of synthetics that weaken your endocrine system. The average person today is walking around with all kinds of endocrine disrupting chemicals in their bloodstream and their organs, and if they haven't detoxed, they're accumulating this stuff as we speak. By the way, if you want to take one of the most powerful superfoods in the natural world that's clinically studied to balance your endocrine system, boost fertility for men and women, increase testosterone for men, balance hormones for women, comment detox below, and I'll send you a link to the hot water purified Shilajit, which has 12 clinical studies. It induces neurogenesis, which is the production of new brain cells. It repairs your DNA because it has a ton of minerals, which also helps detox your entire endocrine system and boosts your mineral absorption, your nutrient absorption. The minerals in the Shilajit. Is Pangea completely fake? Many people on my last video were saying, you fool, there's seashells at the tallest mountain ranges of Earth because of tectonic plates and Pangea. Not because the Earth was once fully covered in water not too many thousands of years ago, and not because of a giant flood, but because of tectonic plates and Pangea. While I agree there are cracks in the Earth, there's some other questions we need to ask. People say the continents were once connected. What's interesting about that is, if you take the water away from Earth, you'll notice there is dirt. The continents are connected right now. They are not disconnected. This isn't an island floating. It's just a part of a landmass that's sticking above the ocean level, which has changed in the last few thousand years. So the idea that this is and yes, there are fault lines. There's places where lots of earthquakes happen. That's true. But this landmass that's connected and solid to the Earth and connected to that landmass over there just slowly floats around, and they all just slowly floated apart. Also, without the Mercator projection, half of these continents wouldn't fit so nicely into each other like it looks like on this map. If you had the true size of Africa, the true size of Greenland, and put them all together, it would not fit very well. There was a distortion in the maps, and there's a reason for it. They say there's a whole explanation of why they do it. But it's not this neat and tidy Pangea you think it is. Also, if you look at an official Pangea map, you'll notice half of these countries and continents are not this shape. They formed them into a shape, which they claim is they slowly drifted apart and they don't look the same anymore, but they just formed them into a big landmass and call it Pangea.
When it comes to Epstein, I think we're ignoring a much bigger story here. One that deals with DNA, AI, and transhumanism. Let's get into it. Hey, Juliette Bryant, one of the Epstein survivors, went on a podcast and was talking about a chilling account that happened at Epstein's New Mexico estate, where she woke up unable to move in a laboratory surrounded by scientists. She said they weren't doing the thing that everybody associates with Epstein. She said, quote, they were doing something else, something they don't want anyone to know about. They did something to me and I want to know what. That's why I won't stop until I find out. Last January, when over 5,000 pages of Epstein court docs were released, we learned that Epstein has very deep ties in academia, and that many of the people that were named were Harvard professors and MIT professors. So let's get into some of their work. Before we do, it's important to note that Epstein was documented to having a great interest in cloning, DNA, and transhumanism, the belief that the human brain and body can and should be artificially enhanced using modern science and technology. Okay, first up, we have George Church. He's a famous geneticist, and he is a professor at MIT and Harvard Medicine. He's most famously known for his de-extinction work, like reviving the woolly mammoth. He's also known for pioneering DNA data storage, encoding digital files into biological molecules, and the list goes on. And a lot of his work was funded by, you guessed it, Epstein. Next, we have a guy named Martin Nowak, and he's a Harvard mathematician, most famously known for his program at Harvard called Evolutionary Dynamics, with the acronym PED, which is a little concerning considering his connections with Epstein. But either way, Epstein funded over $7 million to that program. And Nowak gave Epstein an office and a key card and free reign at the PED meetings. When Harvard found out about this, they said that he breached policy, and Nowak got a 2-year suspension from the school, and they ended his program. Last, we have Martin Minsky, who is known as the father of AI, and for good reason. He built the first neural network simulator. He's also authored many books on AI. He was named specifically in the court docs by some of the Epstein victims. A picture of Minsky and Epstein, and it's important to note that the two of them organized symposiums on AI at Epstein Island between 2002 and 2011. Look at Church and Minsky, even though there's no record that they ever collaborated, both explored how to redesign and mimics life's building blocks. Church did it through DNA and Minsky did it through AI. OpenCog, the AI, comes to Epstein, I think we're ignoring a much
Different people are attracted into your life because of your vibration. Love is attracted into your life because of your vibration. Pain is attracted into your life because of your vibration. Success is attracted into your life because of your vibration. Do you see what I'm saying? Every single thing that's attracted into your life is due to your vibration. Why? Because the law of attraction states that like frequencies attract like frequencies in the quantum realm. Everything is energy, and you are the source. You ask yourself, how do I heal what is going on within me? Because no matter how many times you point fingers at other people, it never seems to solve the problem. When you heal the energy within yourself, you quite literally start to attract in healed energies. Healed attracts healed, love attracts love, abundance attracts abundance. You are the common denominator. The only people that successfully attract in positive things are people that admit to this law. Different people are attracted in.
Don't be telling nobody your plans. Don't even tell your family. Don't tell your friends. Your cousins. Don't tell nobody your plans. Protect your energy at all costs. If you got some plans, you got some situations, you got some shit you got planned and you want to make happen for yourself, keep the energy to yourself. Keep the energy in your aura field. Especially keep your plans away from people that's negative. People who carry negative energy. People who always in the drama. People who just not connected with themselves. The energy that's attached to them will fuck your plans completely up. The energy that's attached to them will do everything in its power, working in the spiritual realm, to keep whatever the fuck you got planned. It would not happen. It would happen in mysterious ways in the physical. You would never know that person that's the closest to you, but they not aligned the way you are. You would never know how much negative energy that's attached to them working to keep you stuck. Don't be talking.
That's true, man. You just gotta, sometimes you just keep stuff to yourself sometimes. You ain't gotta tell everything. You know, you be excited, but sometimes you just gotta not say too much, you know? Sometimes it be like that.
All right, guys, we're cooked. Look at this. Here's an island of plastic in Bali. I thought it was all sunshine and rainbows over there. Apparently not. Holy Cripenheimer, have you ever seen a beach this plasticky? But let's go to Mars. Woo! Come on, Musk. I mean, I'm not even roasting the guy. You could have do what you want with your money, but I mean, going to Mars, I don't even believe in any of that stuff anyway, but when this is going on in our own home planet or realm, listen, the crazy part is this plastic isn't even the reason we have microplastics in us right now, because this is barely even degraded into the ocean. Just using these containers, these bottled waters, etc., we're getting exposed to micro and nanoplastics, which is insane because for some reason, people think you can't detox microplastics. That is, like, many people, you watching this right now, be like, you can't detox microplastics. I'm literally detoxing microplastics right now. I'm drinking the Chad Mode from Chalk, which is the all-natural pre-workout energy drink that has blue spirulina, which binds to microplastics, heavy metals, pesticides, and more. Same thing with the hot water purified Shilajit, clinically studied to boost hormones, fertility, and more, and detoxes microplastics, as well as other things. And if you don't believe me, look here, using spirulina as a natural biocoagulant for polystyrene removal. Polystyrene. Or here, these algae supplements have been shown to bind with and eliminate heavy metals and other toxins in the body. And it goes on to talk about microplastics, nanoplastics, and more. Comment health below, and I'll send you a link with an
They are trapping your soul in the earth. You do not experience the external world. What you feel is electrical impulses on your nervous system. What you visually see is light entering the eyes and the image produced at the back of the brain. You're experiencing a simulation produced by your brain and central nervous system, which means that the body is the earth. You are God, generator, operator, destroyer, the mind, soul, and body. The mind's the projector, the soul's the observer, and the body is the dimension. This body is allowing your soul to operate in this physical dimension. It's a vehicle. They programmed your mind to believe that you are only a physical being to trap your mind and soul in this physical world, in this physical body. But you are way more than just this physical body. The only way to escape is through astral projection. The Matrix is not physical, it's a limiting belief system that lowers our state of consciousness, programmed our minds to be attached to the physical world through money, clothes, and fame. To keep our minds locked in the external reality, you must go within to expand your consciousness to astral project, to activate your light body just like the ancients were depicting. You can literally become a god and travel these other dimensions other than this physical world. That's why these Sumerian gods depicted themselves with two faces. They are trapping your soul.
Y'all want to jump? I want to jump. I got that woman for 16 years of my life. She had a baby on me with my granddad. I just want to jump. I got her 16 years of my life. She had a baby on me with my granddad. With my granddaddy though, man. And then they had twins. Ever, I'm finna jump. I'm finna jump. Y'all wanna jump?
They don't.
Yo, check this out.
Bill Gates said this week that we need immediate AI to scour the internet and take any vaccine misinformation out of the internet automatically on any format, any private webpage. This is wild. And he said because the second that virus spreads in people's minds, the damage is done. So his number one use case for AI is to scour the internet and remove any vaccine misinformation from the internet. That is because the largest and fastest growing industry in the country has completely co-opted the most trusted parts of the country. There's no higher level than the NIH, than Harvard Med School. They know that. Harvard Med School is a subsidiary of pharma, just demonstrably. The FDA is 75% funded by pharma. Like, this isn't a conspiracy.
Yo, check this out.
Bill Gates.
I never understood Bill Gates, man. I just, this is crazy. Like, you're the dude that makes computers, and now you trying to control the world. Like, I don't know, man. That dude, all of them. So it just don't be making sense, man.
Let me tell you what nobody told me, but I've realized at the age of 54. You don't have forever to get your life together. So please, listen up. If someone followed you around for a week, would they believe you're serious about your goals? You say you want success, but you treat it like a hobby and not a priority. You don't lack time, energy, or money. What you lack is the guts to do something different. Every time you say you don't have time, what you're really saying is it's not that important. Because if you treated your goals like you treat your distractions, your entire life would be different. The most successful people are not more talented than you. They just kept going when you would have stopped. Yeah. You're not overwhelmed. You just refuse to prioritize. You want to be successful, but you also want to be comfortable. And that's why you're neither. And friend, you keep looking for the secret, but ignore the obvious. Do the damn work. Hope that helps.
Idea to show you how I wash my hair.
Apple teleport? What the hell is this? When I tell you it's over, it's over. 29 million? We cannot afford that. Apple phones for the people with no money and Apple teleport for the rich and wealthy. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I might have to come up with this 29 million some way somehow. Is there any finance options? So you telling me the Nightcrawler from X-Men was real? Y'all been had this. Y'all didn't just come out with this. Guys, we're gonna have to put our money together to use this. Do you understand what this means? You could go anywhere, at any time. You don't gotta get on an airplane no more. 29 million to be anywhere, any place, at any time, it's worth it. Guys, please let me know what you think in the comments. We all need to come together, put our money together, and buy this. But the only problem is, it's gonna stay in my house. Is there any way I could trade in my iPhone or my iPad for this? Because I'll get rid of it right now. Imagine having beef in the streets and a dude tells you to pull up and you say, yeah, be there in 1 second. And he thinks you're playing it, boom, you're right there. This is insane. These things are coming in different shapes and sizes. You see it. Damn, how am I gonna come up with 29 million, man? I need that. If there's anybody rich enough to afford this, please inbox me. I wanna see if it works. When you start to see shit like this is how you know the world is about to end. Why now? This should have came out 10 years ago. I would have been saved up for this. Hold on, guys. Let me check my savings account. Shit, I don't got enough. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. I didn't say nothing. Apple said it. I'm about to teleport right now. Watch this. No!
That's crazy. They really got this. This is actually a real thing. Let me look this up.
This video gives new meaning to one for all for one. Wait for it.
I think she might be. Mama, what are you doing? And oh no, 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 no! Mama!
It's okay. It's okay.
Mom, get your baby!
Yeah, go.
Go ahead, Mama. Go on. Get your baby.
Just give it instructions.
Mama.
We're going in. We're going after. We're going. Yep.
There you go. Oh,
Amazing.
my God.
Look at this. Truly amazing. Nature is so beautiful. Feel good video of the day. Happy
I
ending.
was scared she wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Oh, nails.
Loved it.
Nature is beautiful, y'all. Bro, learn from it.
Hey, black men, I just want you to know today that I rebuke you guys living from paycheck to paycheck. Soon, big money is coming to you.
Lisa! Lisa, this white woman harassing me! Lisa! She asked me about my finances. We just met.
Hey, black men.
Noah's Ark may have been found at the top of Mount Ararat in Turkey. Wait until you hear this. And what does this have to do with Hawaii?
And I gave this woman 16 years of my life. She done had a baby on me with my granddad. 16 years, man. I had a baby with my granddad.
We already seen this though. I ain't gonna lie. I already seen it. You was asleep, man. Don't try to act like you was asleep. How many of y'all just jumped right now? Be honest. Come on. How many of y'all just jumped? You was looking at the phone. How many of y'all jumped? Hey, if I got you, you gotta like the video, man. Like the video.
16 years of my life, she gonna go have twins with my granddad.
What?
I gave her 16 years of my life, she gonna go have twins with my granddad.
With your grandpa?
With my granddad.
Your blood?
My blood granddad. Then to my son. Then gonna tell my son, I'm gonna take care of one and he gonna take care of the other one. Yeah. Man, the most messed up.
No, she did not just do
I'm gonna
that.
take care of one.
Go separate.
Yeah. Yo, why did she just walk away and do that? Nah, that got it. That was funny.
Twins, yeah.
Go separate.
Gonna separate them, yeah.
Look, I'm the old redneck white woman. Tell me where she's at. I will give her a come to Jesus meeting.
Right.
I will.
Yeah,
I'm
real
not
talk.
scared. I really will.
Real talk.
Where's this woman at?
Yeah, she gone. She gone out of my life.
Whew.
I couldn't even stand that. Then she
Look,
gonna go.
I got goosebumps.
Then I'm sitting out here
No, never separate twins.
Then I'm giving.
I got goosebumps all over my body.
Then she going over there helping him and he hitting her.
Hitting her.
Hitting her.
Like with his fist?
No,
like
the doing the do.
Yeah, hitting her like that.
Hitting her, yeah. I got that woman 16 years of my life. She gonna go have twins.
Oh my God, they'd be so concerned though, don't they? Dang, that's what's up though. That's what it's about.
Everything you put in your skin goes into your bloodstream. And in the bloodstream, it'll act like oil and fat. Okay? That goes not just for massage oil, it goes for cosmetics, it goes for creams and ointments, it goes for sea water, it goes for fluoridated water. It's on the skin, it goes into the bloodstream. And the regular rule, and this goes straight across the line, is very simple. If you wouldn't eat it, don't put it on your skin. That goes for cosmetics and underarm deodorants and goes for lipstick and everything else. Everything you put in your skin.
Frogs and all the noises in the morning, even when the dew that is still on the grass is a very special water. It's not ordinary water. It has been charged with frequencies. And the birds chirping and the dew on the grass, all of these are connected with the resonance of nature waking up. The cool is leaving the earth and the air is heating up, and all of that is a tremendous change for growth, plant growth especially. But if we are aware that nature is accomplishing all of this quietly, silently, with frequencies, it can be beneficial for us too to be aware and think about that. Be grateful, be thankful that we are all part of nature and we all benefit from this. When birds chirp.
Have y'all ever realized, that we don't know where anything really come from for real? I want you to really think about what I'm saying. Like, of course we know, oh yeah, they come from a manufacturer, whatever, but bro, we don't see none of that, If you think about this shit, bro, this is really the Matrix, bro. Everything just spawns, like, everything, the food, the products, just everything that we be, clothes, everything is just put in front of us, bro. Think about it, y'all. We just going to the store, grab some food, but it's like, we really don't know where any of this shit coming from. Like, who's really sitting there doing that research? Like, this is the manufacturer. Like, who actually went to the manufacturer and sat there and was like, oh, this is one of the things that I use out of thousands of things during the day. Like, we gotta really start asking ourselves these questions, Like, we have to start asking questions. Another real thing, real quick. Like, y'all know how they always say that there's, like, NPCs and shit like that? The ones with no inner dialogue, right? Bro, y'all remember inside the movie Us, the doppelgangers? Just think about that, y'all.
Oh! Man, you know the craziest thing ever? I gave that woman 16 years of my life. She gonna have a baby with my granddad. With my granddad. Then on top of that, they having twins. Then she gonna tell me I gotta keep one of the babies and he gonna keep the other one. That's the craziest thing ever, ain't it? And then on top of that, guess what this man texted me yesterday? He told me some happy Father's Day.
You know the best thing you can do and the only thing you can do to stay sane?
What's that? Just go to the Lord.
That's the only thing you can do to stay sane.
Yeah, because the devil sure been busy on me.
That's the only thing you can do to keep from killing somebody.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can do to keep from harboring thoughts in here to
Amen.
Kill somebody.
Amen.
Because the Lord says when you think of something, you're doing it right there.
Right.
You go to the Lord and He'll give you what you need.
Right.
And maybe you don't need this.
Yeah, I don't need that.
But are you in with the Lord?
Yeah, I'm in with the Lord, but
okay, let me tell you what He says.
What's that?
If you belong to the Lord, ooh, Holy Ghost chills. If you belong to the Lord, He'll make everything work out for your good.
For my good. Yeah. Amen.
You understand me?
But I ain't gonna lie, the devil been working on me lately though. The devil been waiting, because he been playing with me every night, man. I've been thinking about doing something crazy. I just don't know what. Because my granddad, I was going to pull the plugs on him. He got plugs all on here. I was finna pull it the other day. Then text me happy Father's Day. But that's okay. I put it in the Lord.
I got messed up. Somebody really messed me up the other day in my life. Really messed me up. And first I did the same thing you did, but the Lord says vengeance is mine.
It is.
Oh my God. He said vengeance is mine.
It is.
It is His.
It is.
If it's in the house, it's his.
All right, let me go take my little girl
You
to
need
school.
to do like this.
Yeah.
You really need to do like this.
I am. I'm chilling right there. Thank you for the word for the day.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
Hey, somebody, you got that lady worked up.
I always wondered to myself, how did we get into this shit? Like, how did they put us under a spell? There's certain teachers I always listen to, and Rashad Jamal is one of them. Peace to him and sending so much love. Let me just say this. Every time I mention him, I notice I get a lot of negativity in the comments. Which lets me know your eye is not as open as you think it is. However you feel, we spread love around here. If you're looking for negativity, this is not the page for you. Now that we got that out the way, let me break this down for anybody who's confused like I was. Imagine you came into this world with a divine blueprint, an energetic coding that connects you directly to source, as well as your true power and infinite potential. These are your light code, frequencies and knowledge that allow you to manifest, heal, tap into wisdom beyond this physical realm. Somewhere along the way, something or someone decided if you truly know who you really were, illusion of control would really crumble. And I mean, they wasn't wrong, as we see it happening right now. So, what happened? The lockdown on your light code system was put into place to keep you from accessing your full self, your highest potential. You were taught to doubt your power, to suppress your gift, to believe in limits that were never meant for you. Again, I ask, how were we put under this spell? And I say spell real loosely because I'm not talking about no fairy tale magic. I'm talking about programming, mind conditioning, carefully constructed system designed to keep you asleep. Here's how they did it. Some dirty scoundrels. First things first, language manipulation, because y'all know words carry frequency. Many of the words and phrases we use on a daily are designed to disempower us. Words cast reality, which is why it's called spelling. We were taught to say things that limit us without even realizing it. Next on the list, religious indoctrination. Many religious truths were hidden, distorted, demonized. Instead of being taught that we are divine creators, we were taught that we are powerless, sinful, and need an external authority to save us. Do y'all know there's people still waiting on Jesus right now? What a shame. We cannot forget about the media and entertainment. Movies, music, and TV flood our subconscious. Think about the messages that's pushing fear, lack, most definitely separation. Truth is often hidden in plain sight, wrapped in fiction. That's just so we never take it serious. Let's bring it on around to the education system. We weren't taught how to think, we were taught what to think. Creativity, intuition, free thought, these were all discouraged in favor of memorization and of course obedience. Because I could really go far with this last one, make sure y'all stay tuned for my next video. I'm talking about the food and environment. Processed foods, chemicals in the air, got toxins in everyday products to lower our vibration. Allegedly, TikTok, I'm just playing. Kind of like they're trying to disrupt our natural flow. Imagine having a high vibration being trapped in a low vibrational world. That's how they keep the lockdown in place. Now let's get to the why. If you wake up, you become uncontrollable. Start manifesting effortlessly, remembering that the only real authority is within you. An empowered population does not need permission, validation, or a system designed to keep them small. The good news is the lockdown is breaking. More and more people are deprogramming and remembering who they are. Once we start unlocking our own light codes, they cannot shut us down no more. The spell is broken the moment you stop believing in it. You were never meant to be trapped. You were meant to shine like that sun from which you come from. Shouts out to everybody who attended my Puff and Paint event this weekend. We had an amazing time. If you thought that was a good time, you do not want to miss my next event, April 25th and April 26th. Yaya's Soul Jam session. We're going to talk about spirituality, love, higher consciousness, programming, all through the music. It's going to be so dope. For all my people who came from out of town just to come to my event, I have no words for y'all other than I appreciate you, I love you, and I'm sending so much gratitude your way. If you live in Atlanta or around Atlanta, this summer is going to be epic. Can't wait to vibe with all of y'all. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
It's just crazy how AI is creating stuff like this, though. We know it's fake. Like AI knows something we don't know. That's crazy.
Respond to Watch as McToon and Austin Whitsitt respond to commenters asking them to show their breath in the Antarctic. As they blow hot air out their mouths in freezing temperatures, there should be a cloudy mist that forms in front of their faces as the water vapor in their breath condenses. Instead, however, every time they blow, not a trace of fog appears. In Whitsitt's live stream, he claimed this was because the air was allegedly too dry there. Someone then asks him to pick up some snow, which he initially refuses to do because his hands would be too cold. So he turns his camera off, walks into the shed to grab some gloves, then comes back in front of the camera and exhales 1.5 breaths, which now mysteriously do show vapor appearing in front of his face, only to abruptly stop again. He says to the camera, "There's a little breath. What's up now?" As if somehow proving the skeptics wrong, and claiming that he took a sip of water in the shed, which was supposed to account for it. Another camera, recording from a different angle, however, caught Whitsitt while exiting the shed, doing what appears to be hitting a vape pen, just before turning his camera back on. For comparative purposes, here is what someone's breath looks like during winter in Maine, USA. Every time you exhale, there is a visibly noticeable, cloudy fog that condenses from the difference in temperature between the hot air in your lungs and the cold air outside. So after exhaling his vape hit into the camera, rather than picking up some of the snow that was all around him, for some reason, Austin walks several feet away and picks up a bit of snow from over there, then walks it back to the camera and lets it fall to the ground. If snow is everywhere all around him, why did he have to walk way over there to get some? Anytime close-up footage of their feet was shown, their footprints always failed to make any impression in the snow. Here he moves his left foot, and there is no impression, footprint, or displaced snow. Another thing apparent while watching the footage was the complete lack of wind or any precipitation whatsoever. Throughout the live stream footage, I don't recall a single instance of any wind or even a light breeze strong enough to affect their hair or microphones. Even on a calm, sunny day, if they were really outside and not in a studio, we should see or hear the effect of wind on their bodies or microphones, but it was mysteriously absent the entire time. Jaron, Whitsitt, and others involved also made comments several times about how the mountains in the distance seemed so close that you could touch them, but that they were actually several miles away. The mountains do seem strangely closer than they should appear, and if you pay attention to where the background and foreground meet in footage from the final experiment, particularly the 24-hour sun time-lapse, it seems we are seeing where the digital backdrop ends and the studio floor begins. There is a separation line indicative of a film set apparent in much of the footage and made clear through the use of video editing technology. By adjusting the contrast, it becomes clear where studio reality meets digital fakery. In the 24-hour time-lapse sun footage, the mountains and sky are both chroma keyed out, showing they are both part of the studio backdrop. Compare this to other footage taken at Union Glacier. When chroma key is applied, only the sky disappears, leaving the real mountains untouched. This makes the case that the final experiment is potentially a mixture of doctored studio footage to fake the 24-hour sun and other authentic footage actually taken from Union Glacier, Antarctica. The founder of this final experiment, Pastor Will Duffy, has also had a recent clip surface from a sermon of his that gives some real insight into the mind of the man behind this production.
Okay. We finally get to my conclusion on the matter of lying and deception, and that is this. After carefully looking at both sides of the debate, and after taking a very deep dive into everything I could possibly find in Scripture regarding lying and deception, I have come to the conclusion that neither lying nor deception are inherently immoral.
Well, I'm going to tell you what happens in this video. Chitlin juice spills on top of his head. Okay, you see, he's starting off laughing, singing, just having a great old time with his family. I mean, just...
I don't know, but I guess that goes to show you how quick he can be deceived. All right.
Is the base ingredient. The tomato paste, not surprisingly, is the base ingredient. It arrives at the plant in huge bins, which have been vacuum packed to preserve freshness. After unsealing each bin, the factory's quality control technician scoops a sample for testing. This is to make sure that the thickness is just right. If the sample gets the okay, workers slide the bin under a powerful air-driven pump. Then they flip a switch, and the pump begins moving the tomato paste to a large holding tank, transferring nearly 310 pounds of this ketchup base in less than 10 minutes. At production time, an intricate system of piping transfers a specific amount of tomato paste from the holding tank into a cooking kettle. As the paste cooks, a mixer continuously revolves to keep it from sticking to the sides and to blend in the onion powder workers add next. This and the upcoming ingredients have been pre-measured to be in correct proportion to the batch size. The next ingredients are salt. Then, as a sugar replacement, nectar from the agave plant. They pour in an initial amount, mix a bit, then pump in the remainder. The last ingredient is white vinegar. On the packaging line, an alignment machine stands the plastic bottles upright as they make their way to the filling machine. The finished ketchup, meanwhile, is passing through an elaborate system of cooling pipes en route to the filler. And let the bottling begin. The machine fills 8 bottles at a time. The factory tests every batch of ketchup it produces to ensure the correct consistency in every bottle. The next machine, appropriately called the capper, places a plastic flip cap on each bottle. Then, with spinning circular belts, twists it on securely. The next machine cuts a decorative neck.
It's just crazy. Like, whoever like build these machines and stuff, I just be feeling like they some time travelers or something. Like, how did y'all learn to create something like that? You know? You ever think like that?
Band made of plastic film and slips it over the cap. Then a quick blast of hot steam shrinks the band to a tight fit. The next machine presses on 2 adhesive labels, one on the front of the bottle, the other on the back. Then it's off to the packing and shipping area. A sealed bottle of ketchup stays fresh for at least a year because the vinegar in it acts as a natural preservative. Ketchup also has health benefits because it's chock full of tomatoes, which are high in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant believed to protect against many types of cancer.
I ain't gonna lie, that just made me hungry a little bit.
I don't know if you've ever seen this chart of high frequency to low frequency vibrations, but it's dead ass changed the way I see my life. You have fear, which is kind of the lowest frequency that you can be on, and then it goes all the way up to unconditional love. You sometimes hear people say that life lies on a scale of balance. When they say balance, you want to think of balance as like from here to here. And of course, it's balancing on that scale, right? This is that scale of existence. So you can decide to vibrate in any of these frequencies, no matter the situation. It's just a matter of whatever you choose. If you choose to operate in anger, you're going to be angry. If you choose to operate in joy, you're going to be joyful. You choose to operate in hatred, then you're going to experience hatred. But if you like operate in forgiveness, then you're probably going to experience a more positive energy like optimism or hope. Wherever you're vibrating depends on you, on your mindset, on the work that you've done in yourself to look at life in a different way. Now listen, some people are fucking crazy. They choose to operate down here because they want to. That's what they like. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but listen, if you want to experience better, you want to enjoy your life and actually feel joyful, at peace, gratitude, enthusiasm, you can choose to. That choice is available to you, so don't think that it's not. It's just a matter of training yourself to consistently pick these higher emotions. This is the Miracle Journal. Manifestation journal for your best life. I love it. It's amazing. There's so many different topics in here, and we're just getting started going through this entire book. So follow along if you'd like to see more.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. This situation is bad. These tariffs that Donald Trump put in place is about to hit us way harder than people really think. You ever wake up and just feel off and you feel like something big is about to happen? But you notice everybody else ain't paying attention or caring? I think that's where we at right now with these tariffs. This man real life started a trade war. He thought he was just going to strong arm these other countries. He like, yeah, I'm placing a 25% tariff on all of you, and expected them not to do it back. Justin Trudeau was like, you want to put a 25% on us? Us? We gonna do it right back to you. And it's gonna be 30 billion worth of goods. China too, they're like, you wanna play games? How about beef? We taxing. Chicken, we taxing. Soybean, we taxing. And the crazy part is Mexico is about to retaliate too. They just didn't come out with theirs yet, but I'm telling you, it's not gonna be good. So people probably right now like, okay, what that got to do with me? Bruh, everything. It got everything to do with us. Prices in stores is finna go up. The jobs is finna be cut. Businesses is about to struggle. We all finna struggle. This shit is crazy. He act like inflation is not already bad. And then, what's more crazier is he can't go back on his word and be like, oh, I'm gonna just take it off. Because they ain't going to want to hear that. You already did it now. So now we got to suffer. Y'all.
Causes heart attacks.
The weapon is named the non-discernible microbionoculator in a CIA memo, but it is more commonly known as the heart attack gun. This is how it works. The gun itself is practically a normal .45 with a round sight attached on top, but inside it's quite unique. It works by electricity. Here in the handle of the gun is a small battery that powers everything. The gun fires a small dart. You put the dart in here. When the trigger is pulled, it shoots out almost silently and reaches its target over a surprisingly long distance.
What range does it have? 100 meters, I believe, about.
These darts are a key part of the weapon. They come in different sizes. One of them is so thin that the target doesn't even realize they've been hit.
A special one was developed which potentially would be able to enter the target without perception.
The darts are coated with the shellfish poison, which gives the target an apparent heart attack. In a later iteration, the CIA found a way to freeze the deadly poison into a tiny pellet, so they could fire it directly.
So when it reached the person, it would melt inside them, and the only thing would be like one little tiny red dot on their body, which is hard to detect. There wouldn't be a needle left or anything like that in the person.
But also the toxin itself would not appear in the autopsy? Yes, so that there was no way of perceiving that the target was hit.
This gun. I don't think we talk about this one enough. It's gonna ruffle some feathers up, but y'all clock this tea with me. So I was thinking about my beautiful mother yesterday and how much I love her so dearly, and then I got a beautiful download. Now listen carefully. That black woman is the source of creation experiencing herself. She is Mother Cosmos, firstborn in this realm, the blueprint, the most beautiful, the most fertile, and the most spiritually healing on the planet. Connected to the earth, why wouldn't she be? My superhero. So this how deep the dive went. It said that her melanin provided us all shades of color. Every race came from her, and lighter pigmented people originated further from the equator. The apple don't fall far from the tree, and it gets hot around here. So if you're around this bitch glowing and soaking up the sun, that means your ancestors ain't dropped your royal ass too far from the tree of Egypt. I meant America, close to the equator, the place they say Chrissy Columbia found. But catch this one. Every male has X and Y chromosomes. That means every male has a woman inside, because woman only got 2 X chromosomes. In that woman lies the secrets of God. Woman is the subconscious energy behind it all. That divine feminine, anytime you gotta go in some shit, that's a representation of a woman. So how do I know all this? Because how you do anything is how you do everything. I could be the plug, but she's the source, the outlet. I may be water, but she's the cup that holds it. She's the space that made it possible for your matter to exist. So space needs to be contained, and that's why we build shit. You are the walls embodying this feminine energy. Let me take that back. Space doesn't have to be contained, but she made you because she needed a filler to experience herself. So feminine is what said, let there be masculine. Dark is what said, let there be light. That says that creation came from a black womb. So the macrocosm birthed the microcosm. You hear me, little dude? She is the black space that gave birth to these planets. Mother Nature, spirit is feminine, flesh is masculine. She even decides when she get pregnant. Just because you planted a seed, she don't have to grow it. But subconsciously, she controls the whole operation. Even in the animal kingdom, woman chooses who she want to mate with when she's ready. You just get lucky. Woman was created to be loved. The man was created to balance that love. Femininity is the animation, the part we don't see. The part you see, the act, is masculinity. She is the director behind the scenes calling shots on all this shit. So let's say Eve was the garden and Adam was the tree. Together they made fruit, and it was good. But this is where the domino effect started. She said, I need a body, and just like male and female, I'm gonna need a man. So she created Adam, right? What does a woman have to do to seduce you? Nothing. Adam saw all this damn fruit like, damn, look at what you did. Can I get some? One fuck turned into 2 fucks. One bite turned into 2 bites. Adam forgot that he was here to serve and help her cultivate her riches. He, which is really she, forgot that they was together as one and separated. And ever since then, mother has been searching for all the pieces to herself. So Adam, if we don't find out that we are her, she will never find her. So the next time you see a black goddess, treat her like she gave you life. Because she did. I don't think we talk about this one.
Southern flights prove that the Earth is not a ball. This is the World Cup soccer. Oh. Okay? They were in Doha. They wanted to go back to Buenos Aires. They went to Rome to refuel, and then they went back there. Why didn't they just go here? Because if they did, there's no place to refuel out here. On a flat Earth, Doha, Rome, Buenos Aires. Taiwan to Los Angeles. They had an emergency right about here. Well, where would you land? Well, you could go to Hawaii. I might as well go to Los Angeles. Instead, they went all the way to Alaska. Okay?
Flat Earth.
Right? Flat Earth. Taiwan, Alaska, Los Angeles.
Ooh.
Okay. So, here's an emergency. They were going from New York to Hawaii, right about here, and they said we have to land. So they went to Seattle, which is like 1,000 miles out of the way. They got there in record time. New York, Seattle.
I just found that crazy they even got something like that. Alright, y'all. We're gonna end the video right here. Hope you guys enjoyed that. See you guys in the next upload. You guys have a good rest of your day. Peace out.